everyone, welcome on board. This is Filter Fund Conference, and this is the bonus lecture of the module third. I'm hoping that you already covered the whole part of the module third as well. That is already uh, uploaded on the our channel. So this is the bonus lecture. We can't consider it as a module. So we already discussed about in intro or orientation lecture. There is 8 module in this course, in whole course. So we can't add the new module. So this is the detailed structured lecture of the module third. So that will help you understand the in organization leadership structure of any startup or any big company. So let's get started this module. I hope you guys are ready to learn. So let's move to the next slide. In the previous part of in previous part of or in previous module of the course, we learned about the selecting of co-founder and our related team. So what kind of this team is look like inside the company, then these things we will see in this lecture in deeply. So let's start the lecture from here. From founder to CXO team. So we know who is the founder. We already discussed too much about this guy. So the founder is who found the team. So from idea to execution and to product or service. So see what is the CXO team? C refers to the chief, X refers to the any specialization or executive role in the company, and O refers to the official. So understanding the startup leadership structure, the reality of building a startup when a startup begins, there is a usually one person. Uh, the founder is itself. So that founder does everything: product development, talking to the customer, sales, finance, and operation and hiring. Uh, there is true because this all the stuff that we already talked in our previous lecture. When we begin any of the startup from initially from scratch, there would be the one person who would be the founder itself who do everything because we do not have a money to in initial phase. There may be the case that you have money, but in initially we do not have that much requirement or demand of our product or service. So it is useless to have the lots of people. So in initial phase of the company to start any scratch from bottom of scratch any startup or venture, then we would be single person that person is a founder itself, so who do everything in the company, every operation that is going on regarding with the customer, sales, finance, or hiring, product development itself. So everything, every task will be handled by the one person that is the founder itself. But as a startup grow, one person cannot manage everything. Uh, because with the time our startup will grow, so task would be the frequency of occurring the task will be maximum in the number. So one person cannot handle everything. So at that time we will require the more person to the uh, to to complete those tasks in the right manner at the right time. So at the time we'll hire and we will build the team that will work for us for company for the startup or venture. So at company scale they create the structure executive roles commonly called the CXO structure. So whenever the company will scale and there would be high demand of your product or service, then there would be lots of consumers. They'll uh, they will willing to have lots of same product in a frequent manner in a maximum number. Then you guys have to increase your production itself. You guys have to improve your facilities to deliver these things to the customer or consumer. So at the time, you would need to be your team. That team is called CXO. Chief X refers to the I already told you any executive or special role, and or refers to the official. So what is CXO? When we apply this label to in a specific role, it would be like Chief Technological Officer. Chief X refers to the any specialization, any specialized role in any executive role in the company. So Chief Technological Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Marketing Officer, CMO. So this label would be applied in this manner. So let's move to the next one. Try out. I hope you already understand this whole things or whole paragraph. So founder and leadership team. So at the top level, we have positions like founder, co-founder, and president. So these three of them will do everything in the company that is required to build and on a top level or scale the company or startup. So what kind of work they do in their day to day? or day-to-day workload in a startup. So the visionary layer of the company. So you guys can go, the founder, co-founder, and the president. These are the visionary layer of your company. So how founder is the biggest one in between of three. So co-founder is the just below to the founder, and president who handle the day-to-day work task or uh, workflow in company. The responsibility of these three are they're setting the vision of the company. These three guys will set the vision, what is the vision of company, and deciding what problem startup will solve. So on which problem startup will work and how they'll solve it. So it would be, decided by three of them. So deciding what problem will be startup solve, building the initial team. When you build your initial team, like you will hire CTO, CMO, CFO. So these guys will be hire those all people raising capital whenever it required to raise the capital and fundraising for the company. Then founder will play the initial or very important role. So creating the company culture. So creating company culture also created by these people, these three of them. So in every startup, the founder might ask the questions like how do we increase the farmer income? How do we improve the soil health? How do we improve the agriculture supply chain? The founder defines the mission, but execution requires the specialization leader. So what is meaning by that? In agriculture case, founder usually talk like this. If your startup is working on the doubling the on farmer income, then they can do the these kind of question they you will hire in the company. So how do we increase the farmer income? How do if your startup is based on any of a production case that is related to the soil, so how do we improve the soil health? So these kind of questions generally put up by the founder. So how do we improve the agriculture use? So these are the particular examples related to the questions like the founder do. So I hope you understand the whole slide. The founder defines the mission because the founder is the only one who build everything from this place. So he know what is the mission of this whole venture. So but execution require the practice specialized leader. When it comes to the scale, when the company or venture will be at a point where there is a lots of tasks going on in a maximum level or in a very max, the number is max and frequency is too much, so then you would need to be very specialized role in your venture or startup. So then you you guys have no other option. So the first position and first official executive officer that we have it on board is that CSO, Chief Strategy Officer. So what is the role of CSO? It's a long-term thinking regarding with the company. So the CSO focus on the market strategy, competitive advantage, and expansion plan, and future partnerships. So these kind of things will be generally handled by this position that we call the CSO. In case of the agriculture, the CSO might decide should we expand to the Madhya Pradesh to Maharashtra. Like when the company will expand, then the CSO will be decide or CSO will have the planning to scaling from one state to another. So it's a CSO role in the company, and should be entered to the fertilizer distribution of farm advisory. So if you are a venture that is working on the pesticide and now you want to enter and fertilizer of farm advisory, that also is already decided by the CSO. Should we partner with the FPOs or agri cooperative? These are the agriculture commodities. So if they want a more expansion of their startup or they want to grow together with the hard to impact the more consumer in the same sector, they can partner with the FPOs and agri cooperatives. So these kind of things will be generally decided by the CSO because he make the strategy how the company expand in a large scale. So the most important question that generally uh, is generally is answered by the CSO is where should the company goes to the next. So that all the things is decided by the CSO, and it is a very amazing role in startup or venture that we have. So I hope you understand this slide as well.